Well, turning now to the larger issue of crime. I mean, that crime is one of the big things that city government traditionally focuses on. What is your view of how the police department should act, and what's your crime plank, if you will, in your platform?
Well,
It should behave legally at all times.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely, and
It
I'm
should
afraid this
absolutely
taser
behave legally
business
at all
has gotten
times.
quite out of hand.
Tasers.
Tasers have gotten quite out of hand. I am afraid, I wish it weren't so, but when you give people unsupervised power over another human being, somewhere along the line that power is going to get abused. So I don't see giving it to begin with.
So you would remove tasers from the police force?
Or make it as difficult to use as a gun is. You know,
So place it on the same level as deadly
Place
force?
it on the
Hold
same
people
level, yes.
accountable. Hold police officers accountable when something happens. Don't say that they died of a heart attack if they were tasered 147 times before they had that heart attack.
I mean, and the issue of police brutality is a very real one in Houston, in case viewers are unaware of the history. I mean, there is a long, unfortunate history of excessive police force.
I think it's getting better, though. I think there have been steps taken and made. I think Bill White has done a lot. I think even somebody who's running for my position has done a fair amount to bring the police into humane control.
Crime is a bigger problem than can just be fixed by the police force.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things that we do is making drugs illegal.
You mean
That
legal?
puts a whole lot of people on the wrong side of the law and makes them operate in ways that maybe they wouldn't be operating on if we were following the medical rather than the criminal model. Getting back to the funding business, do you have any idea how much the drug war costs?
Just in the
it's
city
an
of Houston.
enormously expensive program, and it has been totally a failure as far as producing any results. The incidence of drug crimes has not gone down. It hasn't proved effective in any way, shape, or form. If we were to follow a medical model of drug use and addiction, there would be a whole lot of money freed up right away.
Turning now to pollution, as we're running a little short on time, Bill White, during his tenure, has really gone hard, or as hard as a Houston mayor can, against polluters. What do you think needs to happen in that arena?
I'm a big Bill White fan, and
Hear, hear. Okay.
I would like
Especially
to.
with
I would like to
pollution.
continue that and even get apply some voter pressure to get some teeth behind some state legislation that would allow him to clean up what he wanted to clean up, or allow his successor to clean up what he wanted to clean up. He tried really hard.
One issue that's come before City Council quite often in the last several years has been resolutions. Passing resolutions in City Council on issues and topics that Council can't directly affect. I'm thinking about things like the Iraq War and other issues like that. What's your opinion on the Council taking that kind of action?
Well, it seems to me important. I understand why he doesn't why Bill White wouldn't allow the resolutions to come unless there are 8 council people who propose it. No item gets onto the agenda.
Then it's not his choice.
I do feel that it's important for a city the size of Houston to make these things public and to take a stand on it. For instance, the health care issue. There are people who've been trying to play this down as a bunch of left-wing loonies who want to put the government in your doctor's place. Nothing could be further from the truth. And when a responsible government says, no, we're for this, we're for single payer, because no other plan will take care of the people and no other plan will save money. If the city of Houston is saying that, people have got to start listening.
And resolutions would do that.
Resolutions would do that.
Right. We are running a little short on time, and so I'm going to have to leave it to one last question. Deb, why are you the best choice to represent the city of Houston in the at-large position number 4?
Well, one of the reasons, I think, is just what one of the callers asked before. Are you willing to admit that you don't know it all? And are willing to admit if you've made a mistake? And I certainly am that. I know that I have a lot to learn, and I come with lots of ideas, and none of them are cast in concrete. I'm willing to be wrong on any single issue, except maybe health care.
And if people want to help you out in your campaign, what kind of things, what kind of activities can they do, and how can they contact you?
Well, they can contact me through my
We have
my
a coalition
email
website.
at debshafto@gmail.com, and we can get in touch and do all kinds of activities, including I'm going to be doing a lot of block walking. I would like somebody to walk with me. I would like somebody to help me plan it. I would like to be aware of and invited to different activities around the city. There are lots of things that people could help with, and not to mention money.